Hey guys, Verlis here, and today we are looking at the top 10 Pokemon for competitive battling that are from the 6th gen. I'm not including Megas because I already did a list on that, but let's go with the top 10 Pokemon that you could probably use on your team if you need them. Furfrou, number 10. This is a way that I start my lists. I go with that Pokemon that people aren't expecting to see on number 10 spot. I feel Furfrou really deserves it. His defense gets really insane. Look at this, 0 investment is 150, but with his Fur Coat ability, it doubles. He has the access to Charge Beam and a lot of good special coverage. He is a good, strong Pokemon, and a lot of people don't really realize it. He also has a ton of utility by skill swapping that Fur Coat into Pokemon, and he's just good overall. Number 9, Carbink. Let me go and type it out. Carbink. Carbink is the Shuckle of this generation of sorts. Doesn't have as high of defenses as Shuckle, but is still really incredibly tanky. It's just a rock made of diamond. It doesn't take damage. It has a lot of utility as well. Skill Swap, Psych Up, gets good coverage with Calm Mind and Harden. You can boost your defenses really well. You can Skill Swap Sturdy into any Pokemon. I think that's a first. Which is pretty insane. So I mean, there's a lot of factors at play that make Carbink good. I just really think he has a lot of potential. Number 8, Noivern. Now we're talking about some serious sweeping Pokemon here. Noivern is strong, great speed, great special attack. Pair him with any choice item or a life orb, and he is going to smack down. Boom Burst hurts. Hurricane hurts. Dragon Pulse. You get a lot of dragon coverage. You have that. Just a lot of good things going for him. Problem is, why he's number 8, though, is a lot of things hate on Dragon Pokemon, and he isn't really an exception. He can get one hit really easily, and he's really strong, really used, but I feel that for his weaknesses, not the best. Flying Dragon, we know where that gets you. Number 7, Klefki. Klefki is so fun to have. The reason why Klefki is on the list and not Meowstic is because Klefki counters a lot of physical threats. He gets foul play, Meowstic doesn't. Other than that, they're both Prankster screeners. Prankster is incredibly strong. They get about the same health and defense bulk, but the difference is swagger or foul play. Swagger is really good with Meowstic if you're trying to like set up under a safeguard. Klefki is really strong if you want to get defenses and then start taking out physical threats. Therefore, I put Klefki just a little higher. Also, with a fairy typing, he has a bit more interesting values to him than just a straight up psychic. Alright, now we're starting to get up there. Number 6, Barbaracle. Barbaracle, I didn't think he'd make the list, and then I started looking at like what he really does. Tough Claws, contact damage moves do 33% more. Waterfall, stab contact move. Huge move right there. We also have Shell Smash on him. Pretty much you have a couple options. You can kind of like use your tankiness and slowness to go into a Shell Smash with like a life orb or a choice item, or you can just play it safe. Go Focus Sash, Shell Smash, and then a lot of people can just straight up sweep from there with his huge move coverage. He is a strong Pokemon and just an insane threat. Okay, now we're looking at number 5, Goodra. Goodra didn't really get like a lot of play early on in the season because like no one knew his egg moves. He was just the not new dragon that wasn't Garchomp kind of idea. But now he has Amnesia, he has Curse. A lot of people are figuring out how to use him with Weather incredibly well with his hydration ability. You can play a lot of tricks with him. I don't mean like trick the move, but I mean he has a lot of trickiness. You can Infestation, huge special attack hits once you bulk them up. He is a strong Pokemon and an incredible tank that can just really absorb a lot of damage and dish out some pain back. Number 4, this wouldn't be my list without Slurpuff. Slurpuff, you can play him in doubles to get incredible defense boosts. You can play him in singles as that Belly Drum set, since he has Belly Drum as an egg move and some incredible tankiness that just like he can Belly Drum and survive a hit. And then his Unburden ability, you can really just get a lot of tankiness into him and a lot of stats really fast and turn him into a sweeper. Unsuspecting, and has won me and many people a lot of games. Number 3, Greninja. Even though I don't think Greninja is one of the strongest Pokemon, he is still getting a ton of use, and a lot of people are making it work for him. That Protean ability is like a free stab move and a free just switch around. You can make yourself dark, you can make yourself water, you can make yourself ground. I've actually seen a Spike Greninja used in a Sandstorm team to boost that special defense, and it worked really well. You can just give him a lot of shenanigans, and it works. He also gets access to Taunt, tons of special coverage. He hits hard, and he's really fast. Good Pokemon. Just a straight-up sweeper that can devastate teams. Number 2, Talonflame. While being weak to rock, 4 times effective. He has Gale Wings. Gale Wings, too good. You now have priority flying type moves, which means all you really need is 1 Swords Dance, and you're good to go. That's kind of how I break it down. After you do Swords Dance, you can sweep into Acrobatics if you're using a Focus Sash. You can sweep into Brave Bird, even though you might knock yourself out really fast. You get Priority Roost. Like, he has not the best attack, but by having a priority move, you can take out threats that would normally be a problem for you. And he is just really, really strong. Yeah, that's about it. Like, what are you going to do? You can't stop a priority Tailwind, sets up the rest of your team to sweep. You can't stop a priority Brave Bird, which has a really strong KO potential. And if you're doing Acrobatics with Focus Sash, it's just devastating. Now, number 1. The strongest Pokemon, in my opinion, for the new generation. Aegislash. God. Oh, Aegislash is so strong. He is either like the weakest Pokemon on your team or the strongest Pokemon on your team. He is an incredibly tanky Pokemon. I mean, those are your base defenses that you pretty much always have unless you're playing really bad. If you're on top of your game and you're always in defensive form, you're not attacking foolishly, you get a free Swords Dance with your tankiness. If you build extra tanky, you can get up to 2 Swords Dance because you already have a huge attack. I don't think you really can worry about it. So, I mean, 2 Swords Dance into a Shadow Sneak can sweep everything. 1 Swords Dance into a Shadow Claw can sweep a lot. He also gets Iron Head. He gets Sacred Sword. Sacred Sword hits all those bulky Pokemon trying to defense up. And with a +2, +4, and no defense boosts, he can knock out a lot of Pokemon. Iron Head is great to counter Fairy types. He hurts, and he can just sit there and not take damage at the same time because he is such a strategic Pokemon. If you outpredict your Pokemon or opponent with Aegislash, you win the game. You can just Shadow Sneak sweep or Shadow Claw sweep depending on how the game is going, and it's just really incredible. He is the most technically advanced Pokemon and just really strong for it. So, I hope you guys liked this video. I hope for the most part you agree. I know there's a couple of crazy Pokemon on the list that might cause some controversy, but I think this is the top 10. Not saying to pick 6 from this and make your battle team, but if you're looking for 2 Pokemon for your team, go for this list, and there's a lot of synergy here with a lot of Pokemon, a lot of sweeping potential, great doubles and single battle Pokemon right here. Hope you guys really like this video, and I hope you all have a nice day.